Hello aspirants. Today we will discuss what are the different types of crimes. So, let's dissect this topic in complete depth. Introduction. So far we know that a crime is defined as any act that illegal, that is contrary to legal code or laws. With passage of time new laws are made, and thus we can say that crime and legality are fluid as they changes over time. Now let's discuss what are different types of crimes. The first type is called crime against person. As the name suggests, it is crime against a person which could either be in form of bodily harm, the threat of bodily harm, or other actions committed against the will of an individual. Bodily harm could either be in form of assault, battery and domestic violence. Studies have shown that personal crimes are usually committed by individuals who are young, poor, non-white, and other historically marginalized groups. These people are usually affected by such crimes and arrested for them than white, middle-class people. The next kind of crime is called crime against property. Property crime is a category of crime, usually involving private property that includes among other crimes, such as burglary, larceny, theft, motor vehicle theft, arson, shoplifting and vandalism. Criminals who commit property crimes usually do it to obtain money, property or some other benefits. Once again, like personal crimes, these crimes are committed more often by people who belong to historically marginalized groups, and they get arrested for it more often than other people. The next type of crimes are called hate crimes, and we have been hearing news of hate crime, as they are usually committed by individuals who perceive themselves as superior race, caste, sect or color. A hate crime, also known as a bias-motivated crime, or bias crime, is a prejudice-motivated crime, which occurs when a perpetrator targets a victim because of their membership, or perceived membership of certain social group, or racial demographic. The cause of hate crimes could be prejudices of race, gender or gender identity, religion, disability, sexual orientation or ethnicity. In 2016, the election of Donald Trump was followed by an uptick in hate crimes, #Black Lives Matter. The persecution of Indian Muslims after anti-Muslim acts in India is also an example of hate crime. The next kind is called crime against morality. While we argue that all crimes have a general moral basis, condemned as wrong or bad and prescribed by society, there is a specific group of offenses in modern democratic nations, labeled as crimes against morality. Crimes against morality are a category of crime that is considered victimless because there is no specific victim, especially when committed against consenting adults, that is, those who gave their consent before committing such crimes. This type of crime includes prostitution, bigamy, pornography, illegal gambling and illegal drug use. Let's move on to the next kind of crime called organized crime. As the name suggests, organized crimes are committed by structured groups typically involving the distribution and sale of illegal goods and services. Many people think of mafia when they think of organized crime, but the term can refer to any group that exercises control over large illegal enterprises such as drug trade, illegal gambling, prostitution, weapons smuggling or money laundering. One may ask why such crimes are hard to take down for secret agencies. A key sociological concept in the study of organized crime is that these industries are organized along the same lines as legitimate businesses, and take on a corporate form. There are typically senior partners who control benefits, employees who manage and work for the business, and clients who buy goods and services that organization provides. The next kind is called white-collar crime. White-collar crime is a non-violent crime of deceit or concealment to obtain or avoid losing money or to gain a personal or business advantage. Typically, white-collar crimes include wage theft, fraud, bribery to an individual who works for your competitor to get secrets on them, insider trading, labor racketeering, embezzlement, cybercrime, copyright crime, etc. White-collar crime is a violent crime, where the primary motive is typically financial in nature. White-collar criminals usually occupy a professional position of power or prestige, and one that commands well above average compensation. White-collar crimes may be perpetrated by individuals, or at a corporate level. Due to sophisticated technology now available, however, even white-collar crimes committed by an individual may result in tens of millions in losses for the victims. Great Recession can be understood as a result of variety of white-collar crimes committed within a home mortgage industry. Karl Marx said, "In each society there will come a time when economy will boom and after some time it will bust, just like what happened in global recession in 2008. White-collar crimes are least investigated as people who commit such crime are rich and can bribe officers or can bail out. Types of white-collar crimes. 1. Gang criminality. The gangs operate on large scale. Hard criminals members of such corporations. They don't hesitate to kill or use violence. They use modern arms or weapons. These criminals are disciplined and very dangerous. 2. Racketeering is extortion of money from both legitimate and illegitimate businesses. Criminals involving in such crimes do not completely loot the illegitimate businesses so that they may continue to work their illegal business and the criminals can take racketeers from them. It also involves dishonest way of getting money by deceiving or cheating people, selling worthless goods and articles, commodities and so forth. 3. Syndicate crime. Illegal goods and services by an organized criminal gang often called mafia. The illegal goods could be drugs, liquor, etc. They have established headquarters where they conduct their base of operations. They avoid using violence and this is what differentiates them from organized criminals who use violence more often. 4. Corporate crime. Corporate crime refers to crimes committed by a corporation or by individuals acting on behalf of a corporation or other business entity. For example, falsifying information on financial statements, manipulating the stock market, bribery, false claims in advertisements, damage caused to environment due to negligence. So this was our lecture for today. If you like the content, subscribe the channel so you don't miss out the next lecture. Stay blessed everyone and take care.